as part of the division of labor, Durkheim talked about social solidarity. Social solidarity is more like some kind of unity, some cohesiveness, something which binds people together. So it is cohesion, it is unity, and through that, probably individuals consider themselves as one unit, one group, or as a part of the whole. So that is how social solidarity has been explained. So with the Industrial Revolution, we find there's a lot of development, and society moved from agricultural society to industrial kind of society. And division of labor is one characteristic, important characteristic of industrial society. Now, that changed the way in which social solidarity is produced. So we see that there is a certain kind of social solidarity amongst the simple society people in the agricultural society, and we see another kind of social solidarity in an industrial society. So he tried to look at social solidarity and divide it into two categories. One, mechanical social solidarity, and the other as organic social solidarity. So under mechanical solidarity, he considers that people are generalists. They are similar kind of people. They have similar kind of occupations, similar patterns of behavior. So there are similarities in their patterns of behavior, in their occupations, and in their activities. And these similarities bind them together, put them together. In this binding, they help each other. They think they are a united group. And the other one is organic solidarity. Organic solidarity is in that situation where we see different kind of people with different occupations, with different, could be religions as well, different specializations, different skills. So what we see is that they have different tasks, and when they have different tasks, that means they have different responsibilities. So that is how we look at the division of labor. We see that modern society is an industrial society, is an urban kind of society, where there is a division of labor. So we have a variety of occupations, and these specializations contribute to the functioning of the society, also to the production of various units as well. So there is a special kind of skills, trades, occupations. So these specializations of individuals, groups, and structures are prominent in industrial society. And since there is division of labor, we can expect that there is interdependence. So a particular group cannot function unless it is supported by another group. One occupation cannot produce a commodity unless it is supported by other, let's say, groups. So that is how these are interdependent on each other. So this interdependence actually binds them together. So that is a society which is dynamic kind of society, which is changing kind of society, where we see less similarities, lot more differences. So primitive societies have a stronger collective conscience than people in the modern societies. So that is what Durkheim was focusing at. And he said there is a transition from mechanical to organic solidarity because of this dynamic density. Now, dynamic density is more like a collection of people who might be living at one place, and there is a high density, let's say a greater number of people living per kilometer or per mile. So the dynamic density implies the number of people in a society and the amount of interactions that occurs amongst them. So we see not only that there is division of labor, we see in the dynamics of the society there is a lot of competition. So with this competition, we also see in the emergence of more specializations, more occupations, and with that, new forms of organizations emerge. And also we see there are new constraints. Because of this interdependence, there are, I think, other constraints in the society. So what we see is in the mechanical solidarity, I see that society works more like a machine. If something happens with one part of that machine, the whole machine stops. Whereas in the organic solidarity, we see that the society works just like the organs of the human body, and different parts contribute to the, let's say, existence of the body. If one part stops functioning, that doesn't mean the whole body stops functioning. So that is how he tried to compare the simple society, the agricultural society, with a dynamic industrial kind of society where there is a lot of division of labor. So solidarity is in both the societies. In agricultural society, solidarity is based on similarities. In an industrial society, solidarity is based on dissimilarities, different occupations, different specialization, different skills. And since there is division of labor, they cannot produce something, they cannot function unless they are supported by each other. So there is cohesion, there is unity, but this unity is organic type of unity. This is based on dissimilarities, not like what we see in an agricultural society where there is unity, cohesiveness based on similarities in occupations, way of thinking, and other things. So in a dynamic kind of society, we see the organic solidarity, and it is characterized by restitutive law. Restitution for crimes means so they look for some kind of compensation. So restoration is more like providing, let's say, a compensation for the damages which may have been caused by one party to another party. So we see that moral solidarity has changed in modern society. It is not disappeared. So solidarity continues in the societies. So we see that the task of most advanced societies is to work for justice. So we see that that makes social relations more, let's say, equitable, where we see that justice is provided. So that assures the free development of all socially useful. So morality is there, social solidarity is there, and justice is also there. And these were the big themes for the first book written by Emil Durkheim.